What's up, everybody? Happy Labor Day, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Life's a Garden. Today's guest is a friend and fellow fan of the University of Montana Grizzlies. College football is officially back, and he and I couldn't be more excited about it. We also sit on the committee of redheads together. You can catch him slinging drinks down at the 1145. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his tall, lurpy, Conan O'Brien-looking ass, Nick Fishbaugh. Word. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to be here. Or glad to be here.
So, brand new thing I'm starting with my guests. Just to get the show kicked off, kind of break the ice up a little bit, and get to know you just straight off the bat for the audience. It's a new thing I'm calling life questions. 10 questions that I'm just going to throw at you, random questions. It doesn't have to be lightning round style, you know, like you don't got to like answer as quick as you can off the top of your head. But let's get to know Nick a little bit here.
Hi.
All right. Are you ready?
Sure.
For life questions.
Yeah.
Which of these three do you prefer most? Italian food, Mexican food, Chinese food?
Italian.
Beautiful. And this isn't part of the 10 questions. Which do you prefer the least?
In this town, Chinese food.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to agree with that. Number one cartoon show you watched as a kid?
As a kid? Shit. I don't know. It had to have been something on like Saturday morning cartoons.
Or one that you remember fondly of?
All I can think of is like Big Bad Beetleborgs, and that was live action.
That works.
All right.
We can go with that. That's a classic.
Oh, God, nobody knows it. It's great.
I remember it. Okay, what was your best subject in school?
Probably geography or science of some sort.
I like. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Neon Moon. Brooks and Dunn.
Oh, it's not Grease? Or what,
No.
What was the one that you put up for me and Tim?
That is, oh, God, it was Summer Nights. Derek and I ended up doing that.
Summer Lovin', right?
Summer lovin', hand me in black. Yeah.
That's not Grease, right? What is that?
No, that's Grease.
Oh, it is, okay.
Yeah.
So I had the joke right, okay. What is your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
It's got to be as a combined Ace Ventura.
Nice. One or two, if you had to pick one.
They're both so good.
I know.
I don't think you can pick one.
I always liked two better.
See, I consider like Star Wars as a trilogy. Well, no, I have my favorites. I'm gonna go with probably the second one. I think I like the second one better.
Same. I don't know, which is very rare that a sequel would be better.
It's one of the only examples in comedy. That's for sure.
Agreed. Who to you is the greatest band of all time?
Oh God. Probably. Oh fuck. I don't know. Well, if you're talking to just star power, it's the Traveling Wilburys.
Okay.
But my favorite band's Sublime. But I know they're not the greatest of all time. I just love them.
Yeah, but it's your personal. Who do you consider to be?
Traveling Wilburys.
Okay.
Gotta be.
Word. Does the toilet paper roll go over or under?
But over as in like folding towards
Does it
you?
does it fold towards or does it fold in the back?
It folds away. Anybody who's ever had a cat can tell you that.
Oh, you do the back?
You got to go back because the cat can't sit there and fucking unroll your toilet paper.
It's a beard, not a mullet. That's where it's at.
No, it's a mullet. Not
I always got to pull the front.
No.
You know why? Because I like to karate chop it when I'm.
Yeah, but see, you can do the quick grip.
Yeah, the cat thing is understandable. What kind of wing sauce are you ordering?
Buffalo.
Classic buffalo.
Just classic buffalo. There's no going wrong with it because at very least it's Frank's Red Hot.
Fair enough.
And you can't fuck that up.
Who is the most famous person you've ever met?
It would have been Jack Horner.
Mm.
Yeah, and I
The archaeologist?
Yeah, the archaeologist.
An author?
Well, he's a paleontologist.
Or paleontologist, yes.
Yeah. No, and I was like a little bitch. I couldn't even speak words.
How old were you?
Like 26.
Oh, okay. So, like...
Yeah, but like he
But
was like a
still starstruck.
childhood hero.
Yeah.
And I was just like...
And didn't he write Jurassic Park?
No, so he was the basis of Dr. Grant or whatever in Jurassic Park. They kind of... Michael Crichton based that character off
Gotcha.
him.
They did a lot of excavation here in Montana, didn't they?
Yeah. Jack Horner did a lot of his work here. He was based out of the Museum of the Rockies.
Is that how you met him?
Yeah, it was at the Museum of the Rockies. I was going through with my friend of mine and her kid, and he was walking through, and I was like, "Hey, Jack Horner."
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like it. And final question.
Okay. 10 out of 10.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
Bam! That's the only right answer.
That is a hard no.
And that's been Life Questions with Nick Fishbaugh.
Thank you.
Very nice. How was Missoula?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah?
Fantastic.
Did you go to Pearl Jam?
No, Tyler Childers.
Okay. I know you said you were thinking about maybe going to...
I was thinking about it, but I didn't really have a place to stay. I didn't want to deal with that shit.
Sure.
So I had tickets.
Was it just
and
a down
place
and
to stay
back
for
then?
that. Saturday to Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Where was it at?
Washington Grizzly. Yeah, buddy.
Nice. I've never been to a show there.
I've never been to a show there either. I've been to football games, and it's fantastic. And shows there, they looked really good.
Was it sold out?
Oh yeah, packed. 20-some thousand, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, and they cut it off like, I don't know. They cut the south end zone out essentially for the stage. But
Sure.
It was great.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. And then because that was Pink and Pearl Jam were playing the same weekend, also, right?
No, it was like Pearl Jam Thursday, Tyler Saturday, Pink Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
It's still pretty quick. I mean, fairly quick turnarounds. The stage, I think, stayed the same, so they didn't have to do any
That's nice.
too much teardown. It was just stage set stuff.
And then right away, the Grizz is like right after all that.
Yeah, on Saturday. This Saturday.
Is
they're
it
playing?
At home?
Yeah, they're playing Missouri State or some shit.
I think so. Yeah, Missouri State.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell they are. They're FCS. I know that much.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're. Oh God,
Wait,
I can't remember.
they're
what
FCS.
Conference. They're FCS.
So they're the same as us.
Same. Yeah.
Okay.
Same level.
That's what I thought.
I don't know what they. Yeah, I don't know if they're any good. But.
I was just looking, and it's like the fact that so many of our rival teams and some of the teams that are are competing for the playoffs, have to start with such tough teams. Like Idaho's got Oregon week 1.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're gonna get stomped.
North Dakota just played Colorado yesterday.
And actually played them well.
Dude, they put up a fight. I thought they might have had it there for a second.
I felt like Colorado was going to come back, but that was a better look for NDSU than it was for Colorado. Like,
absolutely. But Colorado didn't do very well last year anyway, did they?
No, but they've made a lot of huge moves this offseason. Like they had the number 1 recruiting class.
Really?
I believe so.
Huh. I don't follow FBS very Division 1A.
Yeah. No, I'm obviously curious with the Colorado situation just because it is Colorado. And you add the Dion aspect of it, and so like there's a little bit of
a bit of hype.
Intrigue. Yeah, but it's still interesting to follow. And I do like Travis Hunter. He's a great player.
Who?
Travis Hunter. He's like a wide receiver and cornerback.
Oh.
Yeah, like he's like a Dion type player.
All right.
So it's interesting, and he's really good. You should see that. I'll show you a highlight after we're done of this catch he made. It looked like a glitch. He like went through the guy's body. It looks like to catch the ball. But then obviously the Cats beat
whoever the hell they played.
New Mexico.
Something.
Yeah, New Mexico, but they're an FBS school.
Are they really?
Yeah,
did the Cats win that game?
They did.
But was it like considered an upset game?
Actually, I think the Cats were favored.
Really?
I know. I don't know much about New Mexico. Like, I just know that they're an FBS school.
Which doesn't necessarily mean much.
No.
It just means they have more money.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure the Cats were favored in that game.
I mean, it becomes a money issue at that point.
It still sucks when they have a good matchup and then they end up winning and you're like, damn, like,
nah.
Cool for them, but like, it's just, for the Grizz sake, I'm always going to root for whatever's going to help the Grizz out in the long run.
Yes. Well, I mean, if it's out of conference for the Cats anyway, it won't matter It won't matter for conference work.
Oh, and South Dakota State plays, who did they play? Oklahoma State.
That this week?
Yes. tomorrow.
Where'd Oklahoma end up last year?
I don't know, but I think they're ranked like 17 in the FBS.
If they're playing top 20, that'll be tough for them.
Yeah, it should be good.
South Dakota State also.
They're good, but I mean, I don't think they're going to beat Oklahoma State.
They took us out last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. So go Oklahoma State this week.
Go Oklahoma State, go Grizz.
So, okay, how do you feel about the Grizz coming into this year?
I don't really know nearly enough. I know that all I can say is that I have a lot of faith in old Hauke boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I mean, once he starts building a team,
and they've been increasingly getting better year by year.
Oh, absolutely. Since he took back over, they've been getting better every year. So I have high hopes this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he took us to a championship last year, or championship game anyway.
And that's a good start.
We haven't been there since
Who's the
since he
quarterback?
was there. Oh God, this year I don't know. It's all switched up. None of the ones from last year are around anymore.
That's kind of nerve-wracking.
He's a junior. I know that much. I'd look it up, but I don't know. I looked it up the other day and I couldn't remember his goddamn name.
Well, we're gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to do our research. Who else? What was those receivers' names? Like, we had a couple of really top dollar receivers last year, and I can't remember their names.
Oh God, I don't know. That's one of those things I have to like see the name.
And once you start watching and seeing week to week,
yeah, and you start actually paying attention in the off season, you get a little rusty, and I'm not very good at keeping up on it.
All right, let's take a look here. Who is the? Oh yeah, here we go. This was on the official University of Montana website. All right, who we? Don't give me just by number. Can I go by position? Yes. Quarterback. Schweeker? Is that right?
That sounds familiar. I know there's a junior.
Where does it say their position at on here?
It's fucked. Are you on the UM website?
Yeah.
There's an option to select it to put the list by position.
Right, and I did that, and I can't see where it even says their position on here. Oh, there it is. My bad. What's ATH? Ath?
Wait, let me see it.
It says position ATH.
Athlete?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I know. It's a freshman athlete.
So quarterback should be at the very bottom if it's in alphabetical order.
I figured this out the other day what ATH was. I think maybe they're red shirts. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
But they don't have positions yet?
Oh. Yeah, I guess that could be. They're like between.
Let's see.
Yeah, if it should be in alphabetical as far as like, because it started with Ath and then it went to cornerback.
Yeah, I'm at O right now. Jesus Christ.
Because I did it by position.
Oh, there's Q.
Okay.
Oh, damn, I'm useless. I'm not even going to try and say this guy's name. I think it's Hawaiian.
Oh, okay. I think
he's a redshirt freshman, 6'1", 192. Kiali. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he'd be the starter if he's a redshirt.
Logan Fife, he's a redshirt junior. Caden Wood. Huot. I don't know how to fucking say that name.
Hoyt? Or Hoot?
What?
From Helena.
And if you go up.
Luke Flowers. Damn, we got Gage Slitter. Those are our...
Slitter?
That's what it says. Sliter.
I've been rough in high school.
I guess we'll find out who our starter is. We got like 5 QBs on here.
Yeah, and I think the oldest is a junior yet, so...
Interesting. Well, should be fun. We still thinking about maybe going to a game this year?
Fuck UC Davis, November.
Oh, that's right. That's down.
That's November. I'm out of town, and that one you and Aaron were talking about going to in, what is that, October.
Oh, yeah, what are you doing?
Wedding, Denver. Gonna go down Denver, over the Grand Canyon, swing back up Montana way.
My only concern going to games in November or December is always the snow.
Well, obviously, but,
It's just driving it is all.
That's if the roads are good, it's what, just under 5 hours. If the roads are bad, just go up the day before.
Yeah, It's not even like the roads itself, it's the visibility that freaks me out.
Yeah, it's the spiraling off a pass and dying for me. But
Well, that
I also
goes up there.
don't give a shit. The slower I go, if I do go off, well, it's not going to hurt too bad. Let's go slow.
And then you got trucks coming up on your ass and all that.
Yeah, but, you do what you got to do to watch the football, man.
And it's earlier in November, so I'm sure it'll be all right.
Yeah, I think it's November
Like 9th or something like
9,
that.
10, something like that.
Should be doable.
It should be a good game.
I'd be down. Like,
UC Davis has been decent enough. It should be a fun game. But it's also late enough in the season. It's anybody's... What in the fuck is that thing?
this?
Yeah, what is that thing?
This thing?
Yeah.
That's the ray gun from Rick and Morty. The portal gun?
Yeah, I never watched it.
I got another one over there.
Oh. Yeah, it's a show I never watched. It was only this year that I found out it was a show it was a cartoon for adults.
Yeah.
I always just thought it was a
Like a
cartoon
kid's
that
cartoon?
adults really liked. I kind of put it in the same category as SpongeBob.
Sure.
We're like, yeah, it's funny for adults and children, but no, and then I found out it's actually
It's
very much
very
much
rated.
for adults.
Yeah.
That's how much cable I have.
And then there's this thing, this freaking... I don't even know how to start it.
So one of those things you can put into like 47 different shapes.
Yes. Where's the thing at? There it is. What you at?
Oh, yeah.
Be fun if you were on like acid or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
You'd be tripping out hardcore,
Oh,
especially
dude,
with
I
like
don't
the colors and stuff.
I don't think I'd want any of that.
So, a question I always like to ask,
Okay.
specifically people who have worked in the service industry, whether it be restaurant or bar, typically bartenders, you tend to, especially in the bars you've worked at, that being what, the 1145, the Crystal, and which others?
I worked at the Yellowstone Valley Brewing Company back in the day,
Okay.
and did banquet bars a lot, and worked a little bit at the hell is it now, Doubletree.
Well, specifically, let's talk 45 and Crystal.
Okay.
Typically, you tend to see some pretty wild shit when people start consuming alcohol.
Yeah.
What are some of the more interesting or wild encounters you've come across in your days that just stick out in your head?
I don't know. I mean, they're not so much interesting when you're behind the bar.
Yeah.
They're more annoying.
Uh-huh.
That's how
Especially
I look
when
at
you're
it anyway.
sober and you're the one that's having to deal
Yeah,
with
you got to
it.
be the most. I mean, you're most likely the most sober person in there. Not always, but most of the time.
Yeah.
So it's more. I don't know if I could consider any of them interesting.
Okay, what's like one that was horrifying or one that was like just difficult for you to deal with? One that just kind of stuck out as like, oh my god, this is an absolute just shit show.
Fuck. I don't know. I don't know. One I can think of I can't talk about.
Oh, well, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, there's one that went kind of sideways, but I don't
Is
really
it the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah. Can't really,
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that one night when there was across the street that couple was in a fight and all the cops were coming in.
Oh yeah, but I mean, okay, well maybe then for like interesting or weird complex shit, maybe some of it's just maybe I'm just sort of numb to it.
Uh-huh.
A little bit. I've stopped fights. I've had people come out of the bathroom with gashes in their face. Well, last night I had a guy come out of the bathroom with a goddamn gash in his face.
From
It was
what?
an inch and a half long. He said he
Passed out?
smoked his face on the dashboard of his car, or then he said he hit himself in the face with the door of the car. Said he opened it too fast.
Oh, so he ran into the bathroom to like try and...
Yeah, I think what he did is slam himself in the face with a car door.
That sounds...
I think he was
Realistic.
like angry, and instead of like punching himself in the face, he took a car door and fucking boom! He was swollen up a bit.
Interesting.
That's what it looked like to me, anyway.
So you get some weirdos like that just come in, huh?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
always
thing.
fun.
I got a guy arrested the other day. Well, I didn't get him arrested. He got himself arrested for stealing a bottle of Clamato.
That's right. I remember you telling me about that.
That guy ended up catching a felony robbery charge
Well, yeah, because what was...
for a $6 bottle of Clamato.
Because what garnered it as a felony?
He used a weapon.
Oh.
He had brass knuckles, and he used it to threaten me while stealing a bottle of Clamato.
That
And
is
of
so
course, like he's dude's got he's got brass knuckles and you're walking out with clamato, man, you have fun.
Yeah.
That's your shit. But I'm also like, I'm going to call the cops on you.
Yeah, because what else are you willing to steal?
Well, you don't get to rob me.
Yeah.
If it's for anything, you take $1 tip off the bar. Motherfucker, don't threaten me, and then, you don't get to rob the place, because that just allows people to think that they can do it again,
Or them to think they can do it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. So, has that happened before where you've been threatened? I imagine that's probably not...
Oh, no, it wouldn't be my first. I know even, God, I've heard of bartenders at the 1145. There was a guy closing shop one night, and a dude walked in with a shotgun, put it in his face, and was like, "Hey, give me all the money out of the till." And he had already emptied the till, put it in a crown bag, and it was like sitting behind the bar. And the guy asked it like, "Give me all the money in the till," and he just said, "There's no money in the till. Look, I don't know what to tell you," but the money was sitting like a foot from him.
Yeah.
The guy left.
That's crazy. When was that?
Oh, God, 10 years ago now.
Oh, okay.
Plus.
God. Well, I know there was that string of, like, casino robberies for a while there. That wasn't that long ago, maybe like 2 years ago. Remember when that one guy...
Oh, God, they go in waves. There was...
I think that guy just got prosecuted, like, recently.
How much did he get away with?
I don't remember the exact amount. It was like... But it was the... Lucky Lil's right over here.
Yeah.
I think he did the Wardens. It was like 3 boom, boom, boom.
I think I heard about that. There was a guy I went to high school with, ended up going to prison for murder, but...
God.
Yeah, he fucking killed a guy with a shovel. Or, well, he killed him with a gun and then killed him again with a shovel.
E.
Yeah, brutal
Somebody
shit.
you went to school with?
Yeah, a guy I went to grade school, junior high, and high school with.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Rimrock Elementary, Lewis and Clark, and Central.
Oh, that's right. You are a Central guy.
Yeah, well, high school, anyway.
Yeah.
A good old Catholic boy. I was raised Catholic, anyway.
And so a guy from Central High murdered somebody.
Yeah, he robbed a couple casinos, and then...
He wasn't so faithful.
No, he wasn't as gangster as
he committed
thought
the
he was
number
gonna be.
one crime against God, I guess. I guess that's not the number one.
Yeah, I don't know. Killing someone ain't that great. I
No.
I mean, I don't know what's over that.
I thought, like, heresy was over that.
Something tells me, I don't know. I can't speak for God, but something tells me, and I'm not a religious man, but something tells me I think he'd be a little bit more pissed about you, like, you killing someone over saying, like, that vase right there was a bigger God than God up there.
Yeah. Well,
I think he'd forgive that before he'd forgive shooting a guy and
I'm
beating
just
his head
going
in
off
with a
what the
shovel and
rules.
throwing him in a culvert,
I'm going off what the rules say.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, so as you were.
Oh no, he was. I don't know. He robbed a bunch of casinos. I guess was the point. Was where we started there.
Oh yeah.
Robbed a bunch of. Yeah, at some point.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've not really seen a whole lot of crazy shit myself in any of those bars. Obviously, like just like small things that are probably pretty normal on a daily basis.
Yeah, it seemed like the shit I've seen in bars. It's never been when I've been working there.
Right? Were you at the Crystal when that dude was outside with the gun?
Yeah. Me and Aaron were gonna rush him.
That's right.
Yeah, we got stopped.
So
by his girlfriend.
Give us a little play-by-play of that for the audience.
We were down there drinking for the audience. We were down there drinking, just fucking off, having a good time, doing karaoke or whatever. I don't know. Was that night I tried to sign you and what's his dick up for?
No, because I was not there.
Oh, you weren't. Okay. Anyway, we were I don't know, just having a good fucking time, and then someone came in and said, "This guy's got a gun," and there was a dude out there waving a fucking pistol around, and Derek was out there talking to him, and me and Aaron were like looking out the window, and we're like, man, fuck this guy, he's not paying attention. And then so we went over to the casino window where we had a little better angle on him.
Because his back was to the...
Yeah, and we had the door open, and me and Aaron was like, okay, dude, you're faster. I'm bigger. You go low. I'll go high. Let's fucking take this guy. And we were about to fucking rush him, and then Sarah, Aaron's girlfriend, she came up and pretty much, dude, she grabbed us by the back of the neck and put her mom voice on and was like, no! Fuck! Because they had the front door locked. Everybody was in the back. And me and Aaron were like, fuck this guy. You don't get a run downtown Billings, bud.
Don't be a hero. and then from what Aaron has told me, as this is happening, Mike is literally just like, well, the show must go on. Let's keep singing.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
And it's like,
there's a dude with a gun, man.
And there's wide open window, like, get down.
Yeah, I understand. Like, let's not let it affect our night, but also, guy's got a gun, dude.
Let's maybe like wait till he's taken care of first. Maybe, just maybe. It turned out to just be a pellet gun.
Yeah. And the cops, good on you, Billings Police Department. They showed up hot, fast. That was a summer at guns. That wasn't the only time I was around a gun that summer. That was that summer with the carnival shooting.
Oh yeah, you were there too.
Dude, my ex-roommate and I, Justin, we were there getting a corn dog. We were going to get a corn dog and ride the Ferris wheel. Bro date. What's up, dude? But we were in line for a corn dog when fucking shots started firing off, and I don't know, neither one of us have been in combat or anything, but when a gun's being fired at you. So we're like looking around. Like, I don't know, there weren't any shots coming at us. We heard about probably 12 to 15 shots, so that's about a magazine in every 9mm out there. And then there was no shots after that, so everybody's running around with like chickens with their heads cut off, and we were just standing there. Hey, man, don't calm down. Nobody's shooting at you. They're shooting at someone over there.
Didn't that turn out to be a gang initiation thing?
I'm not sure what it was, but I think there was a dude, there's like a 20-something-year-old dude was talking shit to these teenagers, and then teenager ended up shooting him in his car and killing him, which sucks.
That's so wild.
Yeah, I mean, and absolutely unnecessary, too.
Right. And that was at, when it was at, like, Barry's Cherries?
Yeah, it was a Barry's Cherries thing. I still got my corn dog, though.
Well, that's good. At least the mission was successful.
Yeah, I feel a little guilty. We did take a selfie. I did not know at the time that someone had been shot.
Been murdered.
Yeah, murdered is a better way to put that.
And that's so dumb, too, because now that kid is like...
Oh, he's fucked.
His life's ruined for reacting foolishly.
Yeah, and probably because, his friends wanted to make him feel gangster. He wanted to feel like a thug or some shit.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah. Guns for self-defense, man.
Yes. Like, they're necessary, but, yeah, don't act rashly on them.
Yeah. Don't pull a gun on a guy. Just because you guys have some beef, take it out back. It
was like the other night when me and Aaron chased that dude down the street. I don't remember if we told you about that. That was on my birthday.
I was there. I was behind you guys. I'm just slow.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Unless this is a different dude.
No, this must have been a different time.
Is it the dude who swung on Aaron but hit Sarah in the face?
No.
Oh, it was a different time.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right.
No, this was on my birthday. This guy was messing with my brother, and me and Aaron chased him down the like we were at the Monty, and my brother was at the Crystal, and I could hear over the phone that this guy was messing with my brother. So me and Aaron rush out the door. We're running down the street. We go chase this guy off. He's parked in front of the Monty, so we chased him all the way back to his truck. He hops in his truck, and then I'm not even thinking, oh shit, he might have a gun in there. Like, he could just come out and shoot all of us. But I guess there was one dude outside the Monty that was like, he came up to me and was like, hey man, just so you know, if he would have pulled something on you, I got a gun right here. Like, I was ready to go.
Yeah, I think
that's not what I want to happen, but it's just like, at least...
I think it highlights some of the idea that it's really not a good idea to go after people a lot of times.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, shit happens.
Well, and if he had shot at us, he would have been justified because we were chasing him. Like, we were... To him, that's a threat.
Yeah, to him, you would have been the aggressor.
Right. And we were.
Yeah.
So, he would have been justified in doing that.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I didn't even think about it in the time. Luckily, nothing happened, so it was like, at least we were able to...
Well, and that's another thing, like, blind rage makes people do a lot of things. I mean, I know some people who are in some very bad situations because they got mad.
Yeah.
And they didn't keep themselves in check. Alcohol probably played a large part.
Help fuel that, yeah.
Oh, absolutely it does. I've seen it a lot.
Alcohol makes you do dumb things.
Alcohol makes some people do some dumb shit. Why is your microphone so much taller than this one?
Oh, it's just a different mic.
Oh, okay.
Because I have 4 of them that look like that.
Like this?
Yeah, but my mom got me this one for Christmas one year.
Nice.
So it's my special mic.
My special mommy mic.
Let's see. Any news? What how you feeling about the upcoming election?
Oh fuck! If you want to get political, I don't know. What I do know is that if a certain someone gets elected in this country, I'm gonna have very little faith in the system anymore. Because okay, I'll put it this way: I'm not necessarily a Donald Trump fan. I don't hate him, but I can tell you I dislike Kamala Harris way more than I dislike her more than I like Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
And I was going to vote for RFK anyway, probably.
I was too.
Because he kind of, I mean, he's an anti-vaxxer, which it's like, dude, come on, dude. Fucking.
That's a tough stance to
keep it
fall
in your
on.
Pants, bud. Like, just, fucking think about that one in the shower. Keep your fucking mouth shut about it, because there's just not enough science behind that. But I think the fact that, I think the fact that RFK supported Trump is a telling sign. I think a guy who's not afraid to call out all the bullshit that is going on, and a lifelong Democrat, I think if he supports Trump, there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, I agree.
I've seen interviews with him recently where he's openly said, I disagree with, half of what Trump says, and yet he's still supporting him.
Yeah.
And Trump has said he disagrees with a lot of what RFK says, and yet he's still including RFK on his transition team.
Yeah, and he's accepting his...
I think it's very telling of the political situation in the United States right now, but
that's
me.
My favorite thing is that so many times I hear from, like, the rhetoric from the left in this election has been, well, first of all, with Kamala, what's her stance? She has not come out and said anything that she plans to do politically. The stance has been, vote for us because we're not Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's most of what it is.
Like, a vote for us is a vote against Donald Trump. That's basically the whole thing. And the running rhetoric has been, if Donald Trump becomes president, it will be the end of democracy.
Which has never made any sense to me at all, because I've never seen him say anything that says he wants to end democracy. There are some people on the far right who are very much against direct democracies, because, and I don't know, I can't really comment on it, because I could see their points, but also... A direct democracy does not exactly work unless the population is educated enough.
Sure.
God, that sounds really bad when you say it out loud. It just sounds really, like, America's not fucking stupid, but...
They're also not the brightest.
You know what I mean?
The funny thing about the whole, like, that's going to be the death of democracy, the left literally, the Democrats literally... killed democracy in this election by just installing Kamala without a vote.
Oh, yeah, though, that didn't help. You also have one of the least popular vice presidents of all time. Mm-hmm. A lady who dropped out of the 2020 election, I think, before the primaries.
Yeah. Nobody
likes her, and yet here she is.
And they hid her away the entire 4 years she was with Biden. Like, she rarely came out and spoke.
Ever, and when she did, it was like a child using a spoon for the first time. Mm-hmm. That is what I find... her speaking to be like.
Yeah, she's just a she speaks like Joe does, but Joe actually has an excuse for why he's making mistakes.
Because he's old as sin.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We're stuck between a turd and a shit sandwich.
Agreed. Yeah. I do think
South Park, but
the two things that I'm looking at here with a Trump election or with a Trump presidency over Kamala. One, I like our chances better of avoiding war.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's one of the only... how long... I can't remember what the stats are, but he didn't start any new wars, and that hadn't happened in a long time.
Right.
And it'd been decades.
Now that the war machine's going, sometimes it's hard to make that stop because there's a lot of money involved in that.
Well, there's a ton of money. There's a fucking ton of money, but... I don't think Trump really gives a shit about that.
But it really
But
doesn't matter
Congress
if
does.
he does. Exactly.
Yeah, and they're bought and sold.
Now, that's the one thing. And then the other thing, obviously, like inflation and taxes, like I think he has a better shot. Like I like our chances better of changing those things under him.
Yeah, no, I like the idea that, well, under Trump, you're going to have hopefully lower corporate tax rates, which is, I find good because all small businesses are corporations. Like, I work for a small business, and your cousin, our buddy Aaron, works for a small business. Those are all corporations. Lower tax rates helps people like me, people who work for small business. It does help us.
Yeah, they can up wages. They can.
I mean, I've run a small business. Granted, it was just me and a buddy of mine, but we were an S corp, and higher corporate tax rates, higher tax rates on corporations would have really fucking hurt us. Mm-hmm. We didn't do it long enough. We just didn't do it long enough to really see long-term trends and effects on it. But I was already paying every dollar I paid myself. It cost me $1.50 to pay me that.
Yeah, I think with a Kamala presidency, there's a very high likely that we see the official collapse of the dollar.
Fuck, I don't know about that, but
It's been on the teetering for a while. I also don't necessarily see that happening. I don't think that we would be able to allow that to happen, because if our dollar collapses, like pretty much the world's economy collapses.
I mean, the way I understand it, anyways, that the rest of the world would have to, the rest of the world's economy was going to have to fold, or we'll have to. I don't know. There's so much based on the dollar that I don't know. I can't say. I'm not an economist.
What they would end up probably doing, most likely, is making a universal-based currency.
I think it's probably just what the idea is eventually anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the whole system will fall apart before we get to that.
Yeah, and
in ways I want that to happen, but in ways I don't, because that means a lot of people would die. But
a lot of, yeah.
I think the system is absolutely corrupt and broken, and I think we need to burn it down, but...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
When I run for president, this will come up.
This is going to be your... This will be on all.
you.
This will be on all the ad campaigns of.
Good.
Look what Nick said.
You know what? Maybe good. Maybe that's what we need.
Yeah, I do like the podcast format for the case of having, like, we should see more presidential candidates on podcasts, because you're not just getting little like sound bites, and usually people, they can select who they're going, which shows they're going on to. They're hopefully picking somebody that's a little bit more impartial and going to ask reasonable questions. Where, like, if they go on CNN. If it's a left wing person, they're going to get softball questions that are easily answered.
Oh, absolutely. You look at the Harris Waltz interview on CNN. What was that? CNN.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Was it yesterday? Day before?
It's always going to be just
It was
easy
all just
questions.
pre-recorded softball questions. It was.
But if you get somebody on
It's
the
just
right,
bullshit.
it's just going to be Barry. Like, let's see what we can do to just completely like get a bite of this guy saying something stupid or
Yeah. Then you have things like that. The interview that Theo Von did with Trump.
yeah.
Right. We actually get a comedian that's asking some questions.
And you're
some
actually
actual questions.
and getting some like random insight on Trump. Like, I never knew nothing about that with his brother. Like,
I think it's very important for I don't know. I think I want to see more presidential candidates doing shit like that.
Yeah, because it humanizes them a little more. You get to know them on a more personal basis.
Well, and they get to actually answer some questions without a ton of bias coming behind it.
Or-
you know?
or
now, granted,
time.
they can pick and choose their interviewer, but you're also reaching a different audience, an audience that's not paying attention to CNN and NBC and Fox and.
which are dying companies.
Oh fuck! I just want them to go away already.
Agreed. Well, I think basic cable is eventually on its last legs.
All those networks are bought and sold anyway, so at least, for a lot of podcasters anyway, some of them are bought and sold by the big boys, but there's a lot of them that are just independent.
Yeah.
I don't imagine. Are you being paid by CNN?
I'm not being paid by anybody. I don't even make money on views or anything.
Really?
No.
You're not monetized?
Well, I can't be until I have a certain number of subscribers and an average view count of a certain amount.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No shit.
I looked into it because I was like, because I figure, after so many years, let's say if I accumulated a total of a couple thousand views, in the span of a few years, maybe I could get a little something. But no.
It has to be average viewership per episode put out?
Yeah.
How often, or per video? I don't know. Where do you post it?
YouTube, Spotify, Apple.
Okay, I've
But-
seen a couple on YouTube.
YouTube's the one where you can get monetized. I believe I could on Spotify and stuff, but because you can just get ads. But it's like I don't have a big enough following on those to even make it worth it.
All right, fair.
My average viewership on YouTube is way better, but it's nothing what I need it to be. I don't even remember what the average has to be. I think at least a minimum of 1,000 views per.
And you put one out a week?
Yeah.
And so so for a view, does someone have to watch the entire thing to be a view? Like, what's the minimum time watched?
I want to say like 10 or 15 seconds.
Really? That's it?
Uh-huh.
So I could just go through
You'd think, yeah.
and click on every one and watch it for 10 seconds or like create a... I don't think you could do that, but...
I don't know how all that shit works.
Yeah, me neither. You have a much better idea than I do.
But like I said, I think it has to be about 1,000 average per video. And then I think you have to have at least... I might be... I think it's at least 1,000 subscribers, maybe 500 subscribers. I don't remember.
How many
What's
you
the
got?
minimum? 160 something.
Motherfuckers.
I know.
Watch more.
Yeah, come on.
I'm fucking looking at you.
Subscribe, follow, share.
Get your friends.
So, what else about Nick Fishbaugh? Well, let's go back. Let's consult the list here.
All right, let's consult the list.
We kind of already the karaoke thing. That was funny. I wanted to throw that little tidbit in there.
Oh yeah. Just saying, Derek and I rocked that goddamn song.
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
That was I don't even want to stir up all that again.
I don't care.
Okay, I know you don't, but it's funny.
Yeah.
What you said your favorite band was what again? Sublime, and then
Sublime's my favorite band. I'd say Traveling Wilbury for one of the if you're the greatest group. I mean, it's such a loaded question.
So where do your fandom of these bands come from? Like where did you become a fan of these guys?
Of like the Traveling Wilburys?
Both. Let's say both.
Well, Sublime was just high school. That was just. I mean, I went in high school. 99 was my freshman year. And I guess Bradley Noel died in 96, but I don't know. A friend of mine was friend of Sublime. It just sort of happened. I just love them. They're fucking great. And the Traveling Wilburys are just chock full of fucking talent.
Have you gotten a chance to see both of them?
Well, Traveling Wilburys, I don't even think you can see. Roy Orbison's dead. Tom Petty's dead. I think Jeff Lynne still alive?
Did you ever see them though before? Like
No. Roy Orbison died in like 89, 90.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You wouldn't have been able to see I mean, I would have had to have been 5 years old to see the original lineup.
There's a tattoo of him on Coach Klein's ass.
What fucking movie is that from?
Waterboy.
Yeah, there you go. Roy Orbison was a badass, man. When I was 5, I want to say my favorite fucking song in the world was the hell's the name of that song? Anything You Want, You Got It.
Oh yeah. I didn't know that was them.
No, that was Roy Orbison.
Oh.
That was that album. He was recording that when the Traveling Wilburys came out with Volume 1, and that reboosted Orbison's career, because he hadn't done anything since 60s, 70s. Not really, he had some stuff in the 80s, and then Traveling Wilburys sort of picked him back up and threw him back up in the air. Because I think it was Petty and Bob Dylan and George Harrison. They were like, who we need is some Roy Orbison.
That's the lineup?
It was Tom Petty, George Harrison, Roy Orbison, Bob Dylan, Jeff Lynne.
Wow.
I think. No, was Lynne? Yeah, fuck, I can never remember that. I know, because I always fucking forget. It was Bob Dylan, Roy Orbison, George Harrison, Tom Petty. And I want to say Jeff Lynne, but I'm always wrong, but I think it's Jeff Lynne.
That's a damn good lineup either way.
Oh, Jesus, dude. You can't beat
This
it.
just goes to show how much I know about.
Yeah. So it started because George Harrison was recording a solo album. God, what's the name of the song right now? I can't think of it. And of course I can't. I'm looking it up.
It's a George Harrison song?
Well, it was supposed to be.
Oh.
It was supposed to be a George Harrison song, and of course I can't think of what it is, but it's the reason that the Traveling Wilburys exist.
You're gonna
Yeah,
say
Tom Petty, Jeff Lynne, Joy, or yeah, I had it right. Jeff
Okay.
Lynne.
Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to.
"Handle Me with Care," I think is the name of the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so George Harrison was gonna record it as a solo for a solo album he was working on, and then he had I want to say he had Tom Petty and Bob Dylan come in and like play some for him, like, hey, check this out, and they worked on it and they got it, and then they were like, we need Roy Orbison too, and then Traveling Wilburys.
It
was amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, you're never gonna see a group like that again.
We had that question on a trivia question the other day, and I think we got it wrong.
A trivia question.
It was like super groups.
Oh.
And you'd get the list of names of who was in the bands.
Yeah.
Or it would be like two bands that had made a super group. Like Rage Against the Machine and Soundgarden was Audioslave.
Really?
You know, because it's Chris Cornell and all of Rage.
Oh, is that really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's Tom Morello and
I guess I'm
Timmy C.
Yeah, I'm not that literate in my...
But that was like the question. So then it was Tom Petty, Bob Dylan.
Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah, and I did not know the answer.
Oh, yeah. They're great, man. They are a wonderful... God damn it, son of a whore.
Yeah, that sounds... I might have to check some of that shit out.
Dude, you got to. They're wonderful. And Roy Orbison's amazing, and Tom Petty is... I mean, he's the fucking guy.
I love Tom Petty.
That's because Tom Petty's the best.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab another pair.
Well, I was just going to ask if you wanted another one. I was going to go grab one.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. We'll take a little break for a second.
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah, crack open a Hulk Hogan beer.
Crack open a Last Chance Cider Perfection.
Those are good.
They're fucking great.
Yeah, funny enough, me, Aaron, Sarah, we were at a party, like a barbecue, and my friend's dad was like, here, try one of these out. And I looked at it, I was like,
see that thing.
I was like, is that Hulk Hogan on that? Real American beer.
Oh, man, yeah, that's fucking Hulk Hogan.
The can is actually, like, classy. It looks like a classic beer.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a pull tab fucking beer can.
Right. It kind of reminds me of, like, you know, like the style of, like, an old Milwaukee or, like, you know, one of those old school beers. You got freaking Hulk Hogan swinging the flag all jacked.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. You want to try it?
No.
Oh, you don't really do beer, do you?
Oh, no, I love beer.
Oh.
But I don't want to drink your beer.
Oh, that's fair.
Where'd you get it?
Albertsons. So,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, my buddy's dad works at Albertsons. That's where he saw him at. And then I looked it up last night. They're at all the town pumps. Wenco has it, and I think all the Albertsons have them now.
Huh.
And Montana...
I assume it tastes just like Miller Lite,
Yeah.
Bud Light, whatever.
Yeah. I mean...
Just beer. Beer flavored.
I think it tastes more like a Miller Lite.
All right, so a little on the heavier side of light.
I don't know. Because... Yeah, I think the Coors Light tastes a little bit like almost sweeter, in a weird way. This almost tastes like water right now, honestly.
Fuck. I do like a decent Coors Light if it's cold as shit.
Like, it's a light beer, I would say this. Like I said, it tastes like fucking water. There's no real aroma. It kind of has like more of that Miller Lite. I'd say it's closer to Miller Lite.
Yeah, fair. This is closer to cider.
Yeah, it's just a normal freaking light beer from a light Pilsner.
So you have a brother?
Yeah.
How old? Is he older than you? Younger than you?
Younger.
Really?
Yeah.
How old are you?
31.
How old is he?
23 or 24.
Oh shit, that's a big gap.
No, he's 23 because he was born in 2000, so his whatever the year is the year his age.
I don't know why that took me aback, but I didn't know that you had any siblings.
Oh, really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
got a sister too. But
I might have known that. Is she older than you?
no. Well, I have two sisters. I have an older sister and a younger sister.
Oh fuck! All right.
And she's 29. Yeah.
And then how old's your older sister?
38. 37.
God damn, so you guys are like fucking spread out.
Yeah, I want to say she's like 38, 39.
So 38 to 23, that's a spread.
Yeah.
I think in my family it would have been, how old am I? 36 to 48, so it would have been about 12 years in my family.
Yeah. How many brothers, sisters?
2 older sisters, and my little brother would have been 36 this year.
Oh.
Tomorrow. Wait, what's the date today?
29th.
30th. Yeah, no, my brother, it would have been his 36th birthday
today's
tomorrow.
the 30th. Yes.
Yeah, so my brother would have been 36 tomorrow.
What happened to him?
He died.
What happened?
Skiing. He got in a skiing accident when he was
No shit.
Yeah, when he was 17.
Wow.
Yeah, a long time ago.
How old were you?
I would have been 21.
Oh, man, that sucked.
Yeah, I would have been. It was Martin. I mean, I was coming up on 22, 21.
Wow.
Yeah, that sucked dick.
I bet.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be crazy news to get.
Oh yeah, that's never fun. Well, he wasn't dead when I got the news, but
Oh, it was like after the
he
fact.
got in an accident. He was in the hospital for a couple days, and then
Succumbed to the injuries.
yeah,
Damn.
He waited. Dude, my family was spread across, like literally, like spread across the fucking planet at the time. My sister was in Switzerland. My
Oh,
other
wow.
sister was in like north of the Arctic Circle. He got in an accident in Jackson Hole, and he waited until everybody got to. Well, he ended up in Idaho Falls at the hospital there,
Yeah.
in the ICU there. Yeah,
But everybody got to be there for him.
everybody got to be there for it.
That's cool that he at least got to be surrounded by family.
Shared it as a family.
I mean, God, we know all too well about freaking family deaths. It sucks.
Yeah, well, they suck. There's no getting better on those.
But I guess from his perspective, I'd want to be surrounded by family and not like die alone on a mountain.
Well, I think it's probably just us, like, comforting ourselves.
Yeah.
Is just thinking that he waited.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still like, I don't know. It's comforting. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, really, at the end of the day, I mean, that works for us because we're the ones that get to make that decision, So we're the ones that get to decide that he waited. So he waited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, cheers to him.
Yeah, cheers. That's what this tattoo's for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his name is Jeff. Geoff.
Oh, wow. I didn't even...
Yeah, a buddy of mine, like right after he died, my buddy was... It's a long goddamn story, but a friend of mine ended up, like, watching a rave, like, drug house thing. Mm-hmm. These 2 people that lived in this house as a couple, they, like, tin-foiled windows and shit, and they used to do these, like, crazy fucking drug-fueled rave things in their house. It was a lot of fun. But my buddy ended up, like, house-sitting for them for, like, 3 months, because they just, like, fucked off out of town and left him with rent and shit.
Oh, wow.
But he locked himself in there for, like, 3 days, and he just, I don't know what the hell he did a bunch of mushrooms or something, and
Uh-huh.
he came out and was like, hey, here, I have this thing for you guys. You can get a tattoo of it.
Oh, he drew that?
Yeah, he drew it for us. So, like, there's... My mom has it, my dad, me, my 2 sisters, a bunch of my brother's friends, a bunch of my friends.
It almost looks like tribal.
Yeah, I think that was kind of what he was going for.
I
don't know. Good job, D-Lo.
We did stuff like that in graphic design class, making like objects using letters.
Yeah.
Like I think when we were doing it, we were supposed to make whatever the word was in the words. Like with the words, it was supposed to look like the thing. So I did one. It was alien, and it's like the A.
Oh,
the
like
E.
alien that looks like an alien,
Yeah.
spelling horse in the shape of a horse.
Yes.
Oh, that's an interesting exercise. I am not an artist, but I see the value in that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Right.
I also one of my favorite ones. I have them around here somewhere. I did lava lamp, and so I had it like a lava lamp, and it like I think lamp was the stand where it just said lamp really like thick, and then the lava part, the L was the top, and then all the other stuff was the goo.
Oh yeah, you'd have to incorporate. Yeah, it'd be fun to incorporate the goo.
Yeah.
In my head, like lava was around, and then lamp was like the goo inside.
Mm-hmm. But that is a fun little exercise. Or what are the ones where you can read it one way, this way, and then you flip it upside down and you can read it the same?
It's not an anagram.
Ambiogram.
An anagram is the same forward and backwards.
Yeah.
Like
I want to say it's an ambiogram, where you could read the word this way and then flip it and it's the same word, or maybe it's a different word.
You flip it. I've seen them where I've seen like 3D printing things where it says like home, and then if you switch it, it's cunt.
Yeah.
Like that. But I don't know. I don't think that's the same thing. I think I know what the fuck you're talking about, but I don't know what the hell it's called.
Yeah, those are fun too. We used to do some of those. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. What's the red 64 game over there?
That is Spider-Man.
There was a Spider-Man 64 game?
Well, so I believe it was originally released on PlayStation, and the PlayStation version is much better. It's the same exact game as the one that was released on PlayStation original.
Like sling web and...
Yeah, but like you can't go on the ground. You can only swing, and you're literally swinging on nothing. You're swinging from building to building, but there's nothing above you to like swing from, so it makes zero sense.
Yeah, but I mean that was the era,
right?
That was the late '90s, right?
Yeah, and then you're crawling the walls and shit like that. But it's a fun game. Like you're obviously there's things you can do on the ground. It's not just in the air, but when you're going in the city, when you're swinging around the city, you can't you can't go on the ground or nothing like that.
That's weird. I didn't even know they made a Spider-Man game for that.
Yeah,
I think I have Mario Kart, Mario 64, GoldenEye, of course.
Mario 64, I have a GoldenEye as well. Mario 64 is one of the greatest games of all time.
Oh, I love it. I caught the rabbit once in the dungeon. One time.
Oh, really?
Oh, God, it took me forever.
I've gotten all 120 stars several times.
God damn, dude. It took me so fucking long to catch that rabbit. It wasn't until...
There's a trick.
Fuck you.
So, whenever you corner the rabbit in like the wall area where like it has to come back towards you...
Yeah, because there's a couple of different chutes where you can trap it.
Yeah. So whenever you trap it, it will always go to the corner.
Yeah.
You have to run at it and dive to the middle because it will automatically, like...
Well, so you don't dive at it, you dive at the middle because there's only one... It's going to go...
Yes.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So it tries to avoid you every time, but if you just dive toward the middle at it, it'll just jump right in your arms.
You got to think of all those hours I played that goddamn game.
Yeah.
I caught it. My buddy set up a projector in his garage, and we put it on his wall, and we sat one night, drank beer, and played Mario and see how many stars we could get in a night, or over 2 days. We got a lot. But I caught the rabbit that time. I have a picture of it somewhere. When you're holding the rabbit as a trophy.
Yeah.
But we were playing on 110-inch screen with a projector and shit.
I always would take him, and in the downstairs in the basement, where there's the water. If you go close by the door that's on a rise, the water's lower, so if you drop him in there, he's drowning. He's submerged in water.
Because he just sits there, right?
Yeah, he won't move after that.
So he just sits there and drowns?
And that's one of the secret stars is the rabbit. There's 10 secret stars.
Yeah, no, I know the rabbit one. That's why I tried for years. Maybe it's because for years I was playing it on a 28-inch projection tube screen TV. RCA plugins. That it was just, fuck, that rabbit was hard to catch.
Oh yeah, it took me a while to figure it out too, and then it's a tough game. Have you ever gotten all 120 stars?
No.
You know what happens at the end?
God, it's something disappointing, I'm sure.
It kind of is. So there's a cannon shooter outside the front of the castle that finally opens up when you get all 120. You go into that, and it shoots you to the top of the castle, and Yoshi's up there. And that's it. You don't get to ride him. You don't get to utilize him. You just get to say hi to Yoshi.
Which is kind of a fucking cock tease, because everybody wanted Yoshi in that game anyway.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah, I appreciate the flying hats and stuff. I appreciate the power-ups. They were a lot of fun. And
Metal Mario.
Well, and the 3D environment was all lots of fun, but... God damn it, Yoshi would have been...
that would have helped a lot.
Yeah, it would have been real cool.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But he's in there. He's in there.
You just can't ride him?
Nope. You just go up there and you see him, and that's it.
This is just disappointing.
Isn't it?
Yeah, fuck. No, I spent hours playing that goddamn game.
Great game. But yeah, that Spider-Man game... I lore that as one of the greatest Spider-Man games of all time, not because of the mechanics or because of, but because the story is so good.
Who's the villain in it?
Everybody. Doc Ock is the main villain, but then Venom's in it, Carnage is in it,
Sandman, all that.
No,
shit.
Sandman's not in it. Mysterio is in it. The Scorpion, Rhino.
Green Goblin.
Nope, none of the goblins.
Really?
Mm-mm. But what you come to find out is that they were all working together, kind of a thing. Venom wasn't, but Venom ends up like teaming up with you toward the end, and he fights Carnage and you fight Doc Ock, and then eventually you have to fight Carnage. Yeah.
Does Carnage defeat Venom?
Yes.
Bastards.
But then also along the way, you run into like Johnny Storm and the Punisher, Captain America's in it. Like they're just like they're not playable characters, but like you just run into them along the way. And there's like
kind of cool.
There's secret comic books hidden all over the place that you have to collect. It's pretty cool. Oh, the Lizard's in there.
You know what the hell? I can't remember what the hell his name is, but I'm not much of a comic book nerd.
Who?
Me. I'm not a very.
But
no.
whose name?
The goddamn Lizard.
It's the Lizard.
Is he just the Lizard?
Yeah.
He's not like
Dr. Connor.
Professor Lizard or some shit?
He's just the Lizard.
Oh, fuck.
It's Dr. Connor.
That shows exactly what I know.
Got all my... Yeah, there's the Spider-Man movies right there.
Yeah.
I got all my shit all freaking organized.
The Christmas classics.
Oh, yeah.
Home Alone, Christmas Carol, Jingle All the Way, Miracle on 34th Street. I don't know how Jingle All the Way made it on that list, but...
I know, but it's a great
you
movie.
go from fucking... Well...
I wouldn't consider it a classic.
Well, and it really... Like, Miracle on 34th Street, is that the original version, or is that the new
think
version?
so. Let's take a look. Pretty sure it is. Whatever that... If that's the original, right there.
That is not the original.
Oh, well then...
That's
oh, no, because that's the girl from Matilda.
Yeah. I can't remember her name, but...
Oh, and it is like the old Christmas Carol. I think this is the one with... Oh, no, this isn't even the good one.
Let me see.
It's not even the good one.
Oh, no, the George C. Scott one's pretty damn good.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, the one with Albert Finney is better, I think. The Christmas Carol with Albert Finney is a musical. I don't know if you like musicals. I'm a big fan myself. But
I could take or leave.
The Albert Finney Christmas Carol is just a fantastical piece. And, dude, man, the Ghost of Christmas Future, you know, the shirtless guy wearing a bathrobe, the very questionable man wearing the bathrobe.
Uh-huh.
In the Albert Finney Christmas Carol, he is a goddamn riot.
I like the one with Patrick Stewart.
It's a Wonderful Life?
No, I think doesn't he play Scrooge in one of them?
I don't think so. I can't imagine Patrick Stewart playing Scrooge.
I thought he did. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
The Jim Carrey one's pretty good. The animated one.
Yeah. I like the musical.
Fair.
It's just...
What about the Muppets? Didn't they do one? Or did, like, Mickey Mouse?
No, the Muppets did one, I think. I don't know if Mickey Mouse did one. The Muppets definitely did one.
I gotta imagine they've done like every possible version of that story.
They have. For me, there's only one.
And it's that one?
It's that.
Huh, interesting. Well, right on. I don't know what happened to Home Alone. It's not in there. But yeah, I got all my movies over there, too. Those ones are like... So here's how my brain works. The ones over there are the ones that are like... Ones that I would definitely watch.
Okay.
These are ones that are like... Still watchable, but just definitely like less of ones that would be on my list.
Well, like Halloween. I'd watch Halloween.
Yeah, well, these are all my holiday ones. Like, all my horror movies... All my Christmas ones. I guess I got the Blade trilogy here. They're just ones that didn't make the list over there. How about that? Because then I got all my cartoon movies up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, over there's all my Avenger movies, all the comic book movies, plus like just all my favorite comedies. I got all my Adam Sandler movies over there, all my Jim Carrey movies, Will Ferrell.
All right.
And they're all organized in those categories.
I don't own... All of the movies I own are still on VHS.
Really?
Oh God, I got some good ones on VHS, man.
I think the last movie I bought was Spider-Man. The last Spider-Man movie where all three of them were in it.
Yeah, whatever the hell it was
No Way
called.
Home. No, it's not No Way Home. Is it No Way Home?
Is it Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire and...
yeah, it's No Way Home.
What's his name?
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield is a goddamn good Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They were all good Spider-Man.
So that was the last movie I bought, and now it's just like, I've just succumbed to the streaming services.
It's all online.
I know, and how, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, because, I mean, I don't have to take up space because I've already got it.
Exactly.
It's all in, you know.
I still like having them now that I have them.
That's fair. I mean,
and they're not worth anything, so.
There's a reason I've never gotten rid of all my VHS tapes.
See, those are probably worth something if they're in decent condition.
Some of them may. I got a few that I think could be. I think I have a few. Like, I have Dogma on VHS.
Oh, great movie.
Dude, and that's hard to find on DVD.
I love
It's hard to
Kevin
find
Smith.
streaming. Like, it is a hard fucking movie to find, and I got a VHS copy of it.
That's a great movie, yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I love most of Kevin Smith's stuff.
Yeah, and that one received a lot of backlash.
It sure did.
Yeah, which is the reason why you can't find it.
Uh-huh. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, no, as far as I understand it, I don't know if it's the church or if it was pressure from the church on the the distribution companies, but they more or less put a kibosh on being able to even watch that thing. It's not on any streaming services.
Which is hilarious because today it would be praised as like such a bold...
And it still is, but it's still just muted.
Right.
Yeah,
because
I love it.
Like
you can watch Blazing Saddles for fuck's sake, but you can't watch Dogma. Don't go against the church, man.
Yeah, I guess so. Like I said, I think today it would be a little different. I feel like it's praised to go against the church, which, you know, there's some merit to that.
Yeah, some. I got nothing against the church specifically.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm not a religious man, nor do I think... I don't know.
I think most religions are, like, basically cults.
Yeah, more or less.
But there is morality to... Like, there's certain things about religion that are good. Like, it's a nice model to live your life by as far as, like, just being a good person. And
I don't think being religious hurts anybody. I
No.
think religion is a problem. How's that?
I couldn't have said it better myself. I would agree wholeheartedly.
The religion itself tends to make being religious a problem.
Yeah.
But being religious itself... Well, okay, how about this? Being spiritual is not a problem.
No.
Being religious can be.
Yeah.
Spirituality never hurt anybody. Religion has.
It's when you're starting to follow, like, I mean, when you got a guy... Now, did you say you were raised Catholic?
I was raised Catholic, yeah.
Yeah, so well, obviously you said you went to Central. When you're sitting in front of a guy dressed in a white robe and you're chanting, you know, and the power and the glory and the kingdom forever and ever, amen.
Yeah.
That's a little culty.
It's a little culty. Yeah, but I think maybe it's not culty. I think cults have taken the aspects of religion because that is... We have like chanting and meditating and whatnot. So like prayer and chant is all meditative, right?
Sure.
I think cults have just used that to brainwash people and get people to... I think they suck it in. I think they've taken parts of religion and made them bad.
Yeah.
Or made them bad seeming. So like,
well, they
when
saw
someone
the
says like,
blueprint.
"Oh man, group prayer seems a bit culty," well, does it? Or are cults just mimicking group prayer because that's what people...
I mean, it is a blueprint.
know and are used to. It's blueprint.
But it also can work in the same sense of, like, brainwashing, if per se. It depends on how hard you go.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it really depends on how deep you want to go. But yeah, religion could be considered maybe brainwashing.
It just feels like
At
when
a
you
point.
get a giant group of people all in the same room together and they're all chanting the same thing and holding candles.
Well, yeah, and like they baptize you when you're a baby, right? They put you into the church when you're a baby, and then they make you swear an allegiance to praise God when you're 12 years old.
And you have to make your...
Or 10, or whatever, whenever the hell they do...
your catechism or whatever.
Yeah, what the fuck is it? Yeah, when you're Jesus Christ, raised Catholic here.
Communion?
No.
You receive communion?
Yeah, you can't... fuck. You have to do the catechism classes before you're confirmed.
Yes.
That's the word I'm looking for. I just learned this recently about Amish people and the Amish religion, or an offshoot. They don't do communion and confirmation, or they don't do baptism and confirmation and shit until you're like 16, 17, 18, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And they let you, they raise you in the ways of the church, but you're not a member. You're not an actually member of the community until you become an adult, but you have to make the choice yourself as an adult. So they give you the Rumspringa, and you got to go off and
Oh yeah, you got to go
smoke weed and get plowed or do whatever the fuck, whatever the hell you're gonna do.
experience the Western world.
Yeah, well, like our world, if you will.
The luxuries and the sin.
And then you decide as an adult to come back and be confirmed into the church. You get to make the decision as an adult.
I do like that.
I like it. It's not bad. And they come back and then and then they're expected to be full-fledged, and at that point you are a full-fledged member of the community.
This is just obviously me speaking as somebody who's already lived with these luxuries. If I was living in an Amish community and came out here and was like, oh shit, you can just buy butter in the store, I don't gotta churn it for a day, I'm staying here.
I don't know. I think
if that's all you know, if that's what you're raised as, like, it's a little tough to I bet you this is like so much to take in.
I imagine it's a ton to take in, but I also imagine I could see myself going to an Amish community and just being like, oh, this is so much better here.
It's relaxing.
Like, I think maybe spending my morning churning butter instead of like reading on my phone about potential nuclear war. I think I might choose butter.
Instead of churning butter, I'm not churning.
Some horrible atrocity happened in Southeast Asia, Yeah. Maybe that, or I'm gonna go milk a cow. I think I might choose the cow.
It definitely feels a little bit more peaceful, but I don't know. I like all this. I like sports. I like watching sports on TV.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I do too. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy being able to have a parafaction.
Yeah.
Like,
and wear normal people clothes.
Learn a language on my phone. Read the news. Mm-hmm. Watch a movie.
Call somebody at any given moment, like, hey, what's up?
But that's also what I was raised with.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, we only have our own perspective.
Yeah. I also considered becoming a monk once, but
interesting.
Well, yeah, you gotta grow vegetables and like fucking meditate all day and drink beer and brew beer.
Huh.
It sounds fantastic. The only thing that kept me from it is like, well, I don't believe in God. I'm not religious. I don't want to stay celibate.
Oh, yeah, that is part of it.
It's like outside of that, if I could just be a monk and not be celibate and also like not be religious, I would do it. And I think that's just called being a hippie. Fuck.
Dude,
I'll just go to Burning Man every year. It's the same goddamn thing.
I heard a funny thing that makes the most sense I've ever heard. Just because you brought up hippies. Metalheads are really nice people cosplaying as mean people.
Yeah, all right.
And hippies are mean people cosplaying as nice people.
That is not always untrue.
I never, like, somebody said that and I was like...
I've known some vindictive, shitty hippies.
Yeah. But they're like,
that like cosplayed as like,
oh, look at my dreads and my...
Yeah.
I'm just wearing all this stuff because it's all
peace and love, but they'd throw you under a bus if it meant that they could have a joint.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not that. That's extreme, but no, I've known some really shitty humans that have been hippies, and some really fucking awesome humans that
are metalheads.
Just are real gothy metalhead motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But then I don't know if that. I don't think it holds all the way through. But
well, obviously there's gonna be like, there's good hippies and there's bad metalheads. But just in the general sense, I feel like that does ring true as like a reasonable way of looking at it.
It's reasonable. It's like soccer and rugby. I say soccer is a hooligan sport. Well, it's a gentleman's sport played by hooligans, and rugby is a hooligan sport played by gentlemen.
I like that one.
Well, you look at rugby fans and rugby players, and they're all happy-go-lucky against each other. They're not gonna fight each other. They'll give each other shit, but at the end of the day, they're drinking beer. Like, I grew up watching rugby. My dad played rugby for 30 years, I think.
Uh-huh.
And, like, on the field, they'd be swearing at each other and, like, fuck you,
and obviously smashing into each other.
Yeah, and then between games, like, the guy my dad was just swearing at and smashing into the ground, between games, they'd be sitting there together drinking a beer out of the same keg that, his team brought.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. You play a game, you drink beer, and then you go out and you play another game. But, yeah.
Where soccer...
It's a sport where you're slamming into each other and fucking each other up, and then at the end of the game, you're like, hey, what's up, buddy? Good game. That was a good hit back there. Let's have a beer. Cheers.
Huh.
But in soccer, in fact, you look at a player wrong, and then teams riot.
Yeah.
And people die.
They fall... Oh, soccer fans are the most insane fan base. Like, I can't even believe... Like, in Brazil and shit.
I'm pretty sure... I know I've heard stories of, like,
Referees
players being assassinated for missing goals.
Yeah. And referees getting decapitated for bad calls or whatever. Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. It's fervent.
Fuck.
That's fucking wild.
All right, let's wrap this thing up, buddy.
All right, let's get a beer.
Yes, indeed. I should have mentioned this to you earlier, just so you had a little bit more time to prepare. But I always like to end my episodes with a positive or motivational message from the guest to give back to our audience here. Anything that might come to mind, something that maybe you've used in your life to help motivate you, or just something you've lived by, I suppose, maybe, that is just a motivator to you.
Don't be a dick. That's about it. As long as you're not a fucking asshole, I think we can all get along.
Yeah. Be a good person?
Yeah, I mean, no.
Just don't be an
You
asshole.
don't even have to be a fucking good person. I don't care if you're not a good person. Like, we're probably not going to be friends if you're not a good person, but, just in general, out and about in the world, you don't have to be a dick to your other person. Be a fucking shithead in your personal life. Just don't be a dick out there.
I like it.
Yeah.
And I agree. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget, life's a garden. Dig it.
Just gotta keep on